first pregnancy, but I was like, the mood is, yeah, Holy Coaster. So I was very, like we say in Portuguese, chata. Very like, oh, you know, at times. And then the next minute I'll be like, ah, you know, the next like, ah, you know. But I have to say, on my second pregnancy, I cried a lot. I cry for anything. Just name it, I'll cry. Not like a good movie or no, I just cry just out of nowhere. Sometimes I don't know why I'm crying. I just cry, you know. So it was a mess. So I cried a lot in my second. This one I didn't cry, you know, maybe a couple times. And this time, unfortunately, I had really bad things that, you know, unfortunately happened to me, to my family. I just lost my father a month and a half ago. That's a very big reason to cry. Yeah. And I didn't cry, for, you know, but like a normal person would, or, you know, somebody that is more prompt to cry, you know. Not like, you know, I don't think it has to do with the pregnancy. It's just the state of my mind, or, you know, I miss him, of course. Yeah. But it's not like a mess like I was in my second pregnancy, crying about anything like pizza, anything. You know, anyhow. So the other thing that I didn't have in the first and second pregnancy is weird dreams I'm having now. Crazy dreams. I never thought, you know, I've heard now that I'm aware of, because I was not even considered, I didn't think about it. So this time I was like, is that part of pregnancy? And then I went to see it. Yes, I hear other women saying that they have, you know, bad dreams at times. So I have some crazy ones once in a while. This pregnancy, the third one. And the other thing is like fatigue, and I'm very to go again, I don't know if it has to do with age. I don't feel like old, you know, but some people would say. So not in my great parents' time or great-great-parents' time, or even depending on the country you're from, 38 is a very good age to have babies. But it looks like in America, and especially in New York City, you're like elderly. That's what they put on my paper. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Elderly multi-gravida. That's horrible. I was like 4 hours laughing. It's like, and what is multi-gravida to anyway? It looked like I have many different bellies. Multi is more than 2, 3. More than 2, 3 babies. They didn't tell me. The ultrasound just showed one. So go figure. But I'm more tired. I feel more tired, more sleepy. That's the other thing. I was sleepy in my first pregnancy. But again, you know, I was excited, so it's not much. Especially in my first trimester, I was tired. But then, you know, yeah. So my second one, I was okay. I think I was very active, and I'm gonna talk about that now. The last thing, I hope, because I'm here for like, I don't know, half hour. But this one, I'm more tired. I feel much more tired physically. But especially on my first trimester, I was like exhausted. I was just sometimes not even make it to dinner. I'll finish making dinner and I would not eat. I would just say to my husband, I just gonna go and take like 10 minutes, just stretch my legs. Forget about it. And I think I was so like looking jacked up that he would just let me sleep. So I would just wake up the next day. I was like, wow, I'm so hungry. Didn't have dinner. So, and then moods, again, very bad mood swings, especially this one. So I imagine I'm more tired, I'm more like shut up. It's been amazing, this one. Yeah. So, but again, like I'm more relaxed in this one too. So it is a roller coaster, you know. But overall, like, it's been more a nice pregnancy. And the last but not least, physically active. In my first pregnancy, I was working full time in the city. I live in New York City, but I was working in Manhattan, and I worked until like 3-4 weeks before my delivery. So I worked throughout my whole pregnancy, basically. So I was taking the train and walking a lot and drinking more coffee. So maybe that's why I was vomiting. I don't know, you know. I was very, very active physically, but I was walking a lot. And I did some. I'm not like a yoga girl, like, not because I don't have anything against it, it's just I don't know. I always wanted, especially my first pregnancy, to go to get into a yoga class, but I didn't have time, and I lived very far from my job at the time. So I just at the end of the day, I just want to go home and see my husband and sleep, you know. So, but I did a lot of stretching, and I always meditate, and I always read and pray, and so that helps. Eh? So, but I was very active physically. My second pregnancy, I was active, but not as much as my first pregnancy, and because I was all over the place, and so that forced me to be. I think that's the one that I gained less. No. The first pregnancy, I have to check this now, but I think my first pregnancy is the one that I gained the least amount of weight, because I was vomiting like crazy. So the second one I gained, you know, but it was not more than the first, but it's not as much. This one, I started my pregnancy overweight. I was still losing weight from my second pregnancy still. And then I got pregnant. And then I started to vomit like crazy. So and that's the thing. Right before, months before I got pregnant this third time, I was starting like every day going out, walking to the beach, and really I was preparing myself for a marathon, actually. So I had my goals and everything. I had to stop everything, change everything. Not that it's like, you know, I cannot just be running now, you know, it's not. Because I was walking and running, and, you know, and it was fun, and I started to lose weight, and I was excited about it. Now I had to take it easy and go back. And my diet, certain things in my diet, I had to be more mindful. So the conflict of interest between me and her, but it's all for her now, everything, you know, and this will pass. It's just a season, a very fun, beautiful, blessed season, but it will pass. Then I can go back to all my normal routine and everything. So, but this one, talking about physical activity, I'm less active. Let's say, because I have 2 kids under 5, I have a house that I have to take care of, husband and everything. And, you know, I moved not too long ago from, you know, where we live now. So I still deal with a lot of projects and stuff. So I don't stop. I'm very active, but not like intentionally exercising, you know, like just for my body. You know, I'm just active, but not, you know, like now I'm going to take a walk. I walk, but it's not as often as I would like, or doing like intentional exercise. I do stretch, but this time I take my naps during the day, you know, with the kids, just a quiet time with the kids, and then I'll put my legs up and everything, because that's one thing I forgot to say, and this is the very last one now. In my first one, on the last trimester, I swallowed. My feet was really swollen. My second pregnancy was towards the end also, not as much, but it was swollen. This one, I had a problem not too long ago, a couple of months ago. I started to swallow one leg. Can you imagine? One leg. And I started to freak out. I was like, I'm in my second trimester, and what is gonna happen on my third trimester? But it's like, it's not both, it's one. So I knew it was not like had to do with my weight, or my belly was not that big. So I got really concerned, and then next time I went to the doctor, to my caregiver, I asked, and she suggested, because I remember I learned that it's better for you to sleep on your left side, because of circulation and many other things. So I was like forcing myself to, every time when I lay down, I would sleep on my left side, and that was my left foot that was swollen. So she said, try to change position every night, or when you lay down, and let's see. That's it. It resolved my problem. Now it doesn't swell anymore. I believe that as farther I go now, probably will, because of weight, and then she's getting bigger. But thank God there was nothing serious. I was thinking all kind of stuff. I was researching all kind of stuff. I was afraid. So, because it was hurting, and I was feeling like it was, like when it does to your belly at the end of the pregnancy, that you feel like you're stretching, your belly stretching. That's how I was feeling, that my feet were stretched, but it's just one. So that was kind of freaky, but thank God it's resolved. So, and that's it. I've been here forever. I have more things. I forgot. I have more things, but that will be for another video. I spoke about this once. I even forgot I have, anyhow. So if you guys like this video, give me thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. That is very important to me, and to know that you guys like this kind of content, and I'm here for you to answer any questions. If you guys want to ask anything, feel free, and leave your comments, your questions, and so it was a pleasure to be here. I hope it was helpful to somebody, and till next video. Bye.